Back. This is Roach Brown with Crossroads, and joining me as my guest, Nkechi, Taifa, co-host. I'm sorry.
We got three guests here.
We got three guests. Dr. Bernida Thompson, whose son is serving indefinite detention, and Robin Garnett and Baughman. Her son has served 3 years on a technical violation. And also our third guest is Mr. Phil Fornaci, Senior Counsel of the Washington Lawyers Committee for Civil Rights. And we're talking about a topic that I'm just finding out about called pre-crime preventive detention. How they can lock you up for what they think you may do in the future. This is unbelievable. It is. In doing research for this, we found out that there are men incarcerated who've been there for years without a crime, and they've been thrown into federal prison. I was in a mental institution for 3 years. This was before they had this pre-crime detention. They just throw you in and you stay there. And and somebody spent a lot of time in prison. Over 30 years and 4 months of my life have been spent in prison. And I know all of the psychological tests, all the therapy sessions is jiggy boogie. These are you folk that come in and do a little pre-snap, the raw child test and different exams they give you. Then they go and leave. And these men are classified and placed in cell blocks with hardened criminals, convicted people who've been convicted of crimes, and they haven't been convicted of no offense.
They've already served their time.
So
they
you got it. This is.
Yeah, no, I was just saying, and during the break, someone was mentioning that the views of the American Psychiatric Association. Can you just say that for the listening audience? What do the experts in the American Psychiatric Association have to say about all this?
Well, two things. One, recently they've told their members not to call them sex offenders. There's no such thing. And the American Psychiatric Association has declined to resolve what it said in the context. This is what it said. The line between an irresistible impulse and an impulse not resisted is probably no sharper than between twilight and dusk. That confinement without a reasonable prospect of beneficial treatment of the underlying disorder is nothing more than preventative detention.
You know, this is something. Dr. Bernida Thompson, you and Ms. Robin Garnett Baughman have an organization called Just Future.
Yes.
And I guess you work with other family members who are experiencing the same thing with their loved ones inside. You want to tell our listening audience what is Just Future and what they can do if they're listening to participate?
Well, go to our website first of all and sign up. We are trying to be in all 20 states and the federal government. We are strongest in Virginia, but we need people from all over. And there is a place to take action on the website. Again, the website is www.justfuture.org. So that's the first thing. We have a group that goes to different trials and hearings around the state of Virginia. We're trying to start that in other states as well. We're finding some incredible information. We've watched judges say from the stand, and we have the transcripts now, including the judge in my son's case, that they're sentencing him not for what he's done, but for what he might do in the future. And they actually say that on the stand. We're also documenting abuses of the system. So they're using the probation system to basically yank the guys back, because as Phil Fornaci said, that you have to have them in custody, at least in Virginia. That's not true in all the states. I know of one incident in New Jersey where the young man committed his crime as a young teenager. He served a short sentence. They let him out. He was being productive in the community. And on his 18th birthday, the police in New Jersey went and found him and filed a civil commitment petition against him. And he's currently civilly committed.
Let me ask you this.